Trent, handpicked all three of us again. And we left the school proper and went with him to a home out in the countryside where he trained us. And it was a good time. We believed in the Empire. We were going to keep it strong. He was cruel. He hurt us a lot. Made us go through extreme circumstances. But we got strong. I also fell in love, but that's another story.
One of the other students.
Yeah. So we rose through the ranks, and it was the Empire over all, and eventually he wanted to test our allegiance, and so strangers were brought in, traitors, disgusting people, traitors to this empire, and we killed them.
You just
What?
Students?
Mm-hmm.
He made you
We wanted
executioners.
We wanted to be.
Caleb, that's deeply fucked up. You know that, right?
Yeah. So, a few months of this, of studying, of a little bit of torture, a little bit of murdering dissidents and traitors and deviants.
And then one day your parents were brought in as traitors. No.
We were ready to graduate. And the last test of our allegiance was... I'm getting ahead of myself. You know, I went home. I went on a trip home and visited my parents. And when I was there in the middle of the night, I awoke and overheard them talking and went to the stair and listened to them talk about revolution and tearing the empire down. And I felt disgraced and shame for my family, my mother and my father, who were so wonderful to me when I was a child and were so happy for me to go to the academy and believed in the empire so much. And I went back to the school, and when the three of us were summoned and told what was expected of us, I knew what had to be done. And we went to this other boy's home first, Eodwulf, and we stood by as he killed his parents, and we went to Astrid's house and had dinner with them, and she poisoned them. And then we went to my home and we grabbed a horse cart and in the middle of the night placed it against the door to the home, and I set it on fire. Well, they're dancing. You are always a better dancer than me, Astrid. You were so good.
Astrid?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know, Caleb,
I break
you've
away.
been a good dancer. Oh, Astrid.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Caleb, do you need to go to sleep?
Yeah, just walk, stumble away.
No. I grab his jacket.
Yes, you're way stronger.
You are not going to go pass out in the street. You told me to be in charge of this, and I walk him upstairs and make sure he gets in bed.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jester goes and tucks Caleb into one of the rooms in the bed comfortably.
Blue.
Yes, I am. And you're very nice. And a little stinky.
One of those things is true. And you are blue.
I'm sure Astrid loves you very much. May I come in?
Okay. So you finish the letter, you seal it best to your ability, you hope it seems official enough,
Okay.
and you send it off towards its destination in Rexington.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Please don't tell Caleb, he might get upset. I just think that this is someone from his past who might be able to, you know, make him think of happier times.
Astrid?
Yes.
That's the name he said to me when we were dancing. Did you know?
No.
Yes, we were dancing, we were waltzing. It was really lovely. He was very, very, very drunk.
Yes, I remember
And
that
then
night.
he said something about Astrid.
He misses her.
Was it his girlfriend?
I think so. You know, I don't know which way he swings, but yeah, he could really get any girl he wanted to if that's
He's very
his...
handsome, especially when he shaves. You can see that the little butt chin he has. It's really nice.
It's nice. Well, I hope it works.
Me too. You had a girlfriend before, though, yeah? You said her name when we were dancing. And then I put you to sleep, and you said her name again.
I don't forget anything. I
Was
know.
she pretty?
She was handsome.
Was she a boy?
No, I said she.
Oh, okay.
She was handsome.
I'm trying to get an image of her in my brain here.
Yeah,
Did she have like a really good nose or something?
the best.
Really?
For me.
You're mysterious, Caleb. You know that.
It was a long time ago anyway. I did have a specific question for you. Something that I've been putting off for a while because we had bigger things on our plate. But a while back you mentioned a specific letter
Oh.
that you wrote on my behalf, or tell me again, because I remember what you said, but I'm not sure I understand what you
I felt
said.
extremely guilty. At the time, I thought that I was being helpful, trying to get you some sort of connection with your past. But I didn't know that your past was...
Did you get the sense from my story that I had fond connections of that past?
Of her, yes.
What did you say?
I didn't... I wrote a letter, not even to the girl, Astrid, but I think it was to her school, if I remember correctly.
From whom?
From an interested party that was unnamed.
Did you name anything, list anything that we have any connection to?
I think I said something, and I could be wrong about this. If only I had your keen memory. Jester, get in here. Oi, Jester.
We're working on
Why
something.
is there paint all over you?
More
I'm
than
making
usual.
some modifications. What is it?
We're working on
You helped
We're
me with
working
this.
on
You helped me write this letter to
What are you talking
to
about? What
Astrid.
letter?
There was an Astrid. We wrote a letter to Astrid.
What are
I
you
feel like
talking
you
about?
were... Remember, this was a while back. We were in the dash, I want to say.
One moment. You have explained Astrid to Jester.
You talked to me about Astrid.
Some.
Yeah.
I just...
You didn't. She
Was it a
didn't say
secret?
who Astrid was. She just said Astrid, and I just wrote it. If there's something I'm not supposed to know or
I didn't
something.
know it was such a secret.
But
just
you
told
said
me that
her
she was an
name.
old friend of yours from when you were a student.
Yeah.
You seemed like you liked her a lot, Caleb.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. Okay.
I just inquired about her whereabouts as an interested party. I think we said something about being relatives, needing to contact her for some sort of...
Yes, we said we were going to offer her a lot of money or something, right?
I think it was like an inheritance that we had to find
That's right.
for her.
So we didn't say anything
What
about
about a return return address or?
I believe this was at the Pillow Trove.
Yes, it was at the Pillow. We should really go back to
I
Zadash.
think we said if you have any information, send it to the Pillow Trove.
Oh my gosh! You know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to send a message to the owner of the Pillow Trove.
Okay.
Hi, it's me, Jester Lavore. I used to stay there. Have there been any letters or packages for me?
I was blue.
I was blue.
There's a mild pause. Yes, I recall. There is a package here. Oh. Yes.
I guessed it again. Who's the fucking package from?
Open it up. What's in it?
Open it up. What is in it? Tell me about it.
We are not allowed to open packages, just to deliver them as is required by senders. From a Kaliana.
Oh, it's my pen pal, our pen pal.
Oh, that's right.
Kaliana sent us a package. Oh, we have to go back to Zadash. What if it was like baked goods or something? I bet they're really gross now.
There is also a letter, it seems.
There's a letter.
There's
a letter.
Ask again. Use your fucking spell again.
Okay, I send
No,
another.
you need that stone. Never mind.
I send another message. Who's the letter from? Is it for?
Open it.
Open it up.
You have my permission.
You have my permission.
I would require the permission in person to open a letter. It is from the Soltris Academy. It seems official.
It seems official.
We'll never go back to Zadash.
You've seen this wizard.
We'll never go back to Zadash. And if we do,
No, we have to go back to Zadash where my dad is.
we'll kill the owner, burn down her establishment, and no one will ever know that we were ever there or that it existed.
They're already
God.
Did you make any mention of any of us, of anyone you know?
I think we said our name was like not. We said like Nott and Lavore lawyer.
Oh, we did.
We put our name on it.
You used the name Lavore.
Maybe not. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it was just the Nott.
Did you maybe?
I think maybe we
I
did.
think maybe we did. It might have been Not the Brave or something. No, that's probably not what
It
we
was
said.
like Lavore and company, attorneys at law.
Let
something.
me elaborate a little bit, Jester. Not know some of this, but Astrid and other people that I used to know would not take kindly to finding me. And I worry about any openings that we have made for them now. That is mitigated somewhat by the concept that we have revealed ourselves to hidden eyes in front of the Empress. But I worry slightly about your mother. Maybe. If you use that name, maybe.
Miss Lavore of Nott and Brave Firm.
Oh no.
Your mother is
that what it was?
famous.
She is.
Yeah. I don't know.
Do you think they're going to hurt her?
Have you spoken to her recently?
Yeah, I speak to her almost every night. Every other night. So I go a little long sometimes, and I should call my mama more, honestly. But I did talk to her very recently.
I want to help you see her, but we should be very careful.
Okay, but you can take us to Nicodranas whenever we need to go.
Now, yes. But it's just one layer of complication. Maybe.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just wanted you to have a friend.
I have friends.
Well, you didn't then.
Yeah, at the time it was really touch and go,
Really
you know.
standoffish. This was a while
I
back.
think this was right after you did the mud on your face thing, and I felt really guilty.
Yeah, it's as much my fault as anyone.
No, don't blame yourself.
It's definitely Nott's fault.
Well, I mean, you were there too.
But because you told me to
You could
do
have
it.
stopped me at any
I
moment.
didn't know what I was doing, so
Well, neither did I.
obviously
You
I'm
think I
very.
know what I'm doing?
I'm super.
It's really all right. I think the time when someone comes to find me is inevitable at this point, but that is possibly one point of entry. So,
But do you like Astrid?
I did, yeah. Yeah.
Maybe she'll just want to hang out and be friends again.
I don't know. For a while she was the one, but that was a long time ago. Okay. Stumbling away from that one. I've been thinking a lot about your child and your mother's house, and I'm not sure that your mother's house is the best place to send your child, after all,
Why?
perhaps. Well, what if the letter that you two sent has brought attention there?
But here's the thing, Caleb. You know, most people don't know my mom's last name. You know, she's the Ruby of the Sea. So they'd have to really do some research, and I don't know how smart the people are that are in your organization, but they probably wouldn't be able to figure it out, right?
My point still stands.
Okay, what if I send a message to the owner of the Pillow Trove?
And say what? Accidentally might have alerted the worst people in the world.
Hey,
Be careful.
if the person that...
I think for now, your mother is probably all right if there... Maybe nothing is happening, but if they have been alerted to her, maybe they are watching, and if the child shows up, it seems like an unnecessary risk.
But there's nowhere else in Nicodranas for him to go. It's really safe. And then at least my mom can find somewhere else to go.
Does your mom have safe houses or anything?
Of course she does. She knows a lot of
Should she
people.
go there now?
Oh. Well, that would be kind of hard to...
She'd just be going to a safe house for no reason.
Well, it's just she doesn't like to, leave. So it would be hard for her to go to
She doesn't like to leave her house? Because of work?
Yes, no, she just doesn't feel comfortable,
Is she scared of the outside or something?
A little, that's the impression I got. It makes her anxious,
Oh.
She feels safe in the chateau.
Maybe it's worth using that last message spell to just check in with her.
Make sure she's okay.
Yeah. See if any ruffians or weirdos have been hanging out. Different clientele than the usual.
What does Astrid look like?
Well, she was on the short side,
Probably still short.
about your height.
I'm not short.
How tall are you?
5'3".
About there.
Okay.
When I knew her, she had very short hair. It was dark brown. So it was a long time ago.
What color were her eyes?
They were brown.
Brown eyes.
Probably still brown too. No.
Did she have any scars or any, features that were super prominent? Scars on her arms, okay. Just like yours. Okay.
I could be worried about nothing, but if your Her mother has been compromised in some way. It is too late, but it is not too late for your child. No. It seems like a bad idea to send him there. To me. It pains me to say that even, but...
I trust you.
Maybe you can send
Shikasta isn't going to even be there for some time.
That's true.
And it would take more weeks for them to travel. But you're right. Maybe we should call that off or just tell Shikasta to hold until we know more.
Maybe he can go to the wizard's tower. No, is that the bad idea?
I don't know. I don't know what the wizard feels about this right now.
I don't know. I would like to maybe bring your child to Rosanna.
Well, let's check in. We're making a lot of assumptions on information we don't fully know yet.
Sure.
No.
You're not sure. It sounds like the individual is taking quite a few hits to probably the throat or chest and is just like this. The process of speaking is a taxing endeavor.
Can you look at me?
Who asks? What do you want?
You hear me talking to you in this language, in this place. Do you want any aid or not? Look at me.
Magic can do many things. My life is already forfeit. Try what you want. You won't break me.
Astrid.
What did you say?
Is that Astrid?
The head perks up slightly. What did you say?
You heard me. Look me in the eye.
Who are you?
I don't have time for that. Lift your face. Your life hangs by a thread. What have you to lose? Look at me.
Look where I am. Who do I have to trust? Who is this who knows Astrid?
If I try to put my cat in that room, am I able to down here?
I think you probably can.
I attempted and put Frumpkin on the inside of the room.
Alrighty.
And if he is in there, I send him padding up to this person to look.
Okay. Make a perception check for Frumpkin.
Go for Frumpkin. False.
You cursing him?
I'm cursing it.
10.
Okay.
Okay. You see the hair in front of the face. You see a lot of blood and a swollen chin and a lip.
Oh, go in here. Just beat the shit out of her. Hold her face up.
I can pick her up.
We have to be let inside.
All right.
We have to open the gate.
You do see in the light here and the circumstance there are scars across the forearm, familiar scars as the ones that you carry.
Yeah.
There's no way they're opening this door for us.
Yeah, I asked that very thing of the gods.
If they'll open it,
Yeah.
the one who's assigned next to it goes, "I'm sorry, that cannot be done."
Oh, it's so tempting.
We could just knock out these guards real quick.
Would you perhaps mind?
So many.
Would you perhaps mind if I put the prisoner in a
6 guarding
better state to answer questions? They've been roughed up a bit.
Do you know Ren Aldrich Ermenrud?
Very well.
Who was he?
I don't know. Is he you? And the figure turns and looks in your direction. Oh. You see the hair kind of pushed to one side of the face. The hair is dark, not brown, and the face is unfamiliar to you. This is not Astrid. But the face is looking right at you with a smile.
I find them both. And kill them.
I've heard things about you, Bren. Welcome back.
I am curious to know what you thought of this boy. We'll see if you live long enough. So tell me. And walk away from the door and start to hyperventilate against the wall.
Caleb, is everything all right? You don't seem well.
She's still looking forward, just kind of grinning. You can see the very pale white skin and dark hair that's kind of covering most of one side of the face and tethered to one side, and a single eye that's peeking up with a smile. And she's looking back at you, blood streaking out of the nose and the mouth, swollen.
Do you know this person?
She's a murderer. She's one of my own. She is me if I had turned out to be me.
Do you know her personally? Are we...
No, she's one of many.
Right. Are we done here?
I guess so.
Is there any other information we can get from her?
Do you want to ask her about any of the people who you used to know? This is a chance.
Magic worked in here when I used it?
Yes.
Yep.
Just Frumpkin.
Well, just Frumpkin and the lights you put in there, yeah.
Yeah. Walk back over to the door. From what I understand, your time is limited. Very limited. Care to contribute anything to the conversation?
Not particularly. I'm just waiting for my sentence.
It is a period on the end.
I will say it's fascinating to see who's now working with the other side.
Does that mean there's multiple?
She's talking about Caleb.
I know.
Some of us get tired of macabre fairy tales. So you enjoy your mouth full of lies when they choke it out of you. I stride up the hole and away from the group.
Okay.
Back the way we came.
That's our cue.
Pleasure to meet you.
Do you know, I think I'm a better friend to the Empire than a lot of you. You didn't have to have this. You shouldn't have had this.
It's a shame. So much potential and so little foresight.
Did you know Astrid and Airwolf? Still alive?
I know them better than you do.
That's probably true. It was folly thinking I could change your mind, I know. Why would I?
What do you want? Why did you come here? None of this is surprising. What do you want from me?
Maybe if I could talk plainly with you and see 1 inch of change, I wouldn't believe we're all damned.
I hope this lesson has been very useful.
It has. You've made what I have to do very plain. I don't know if you want it or not, but I'll be staying around for the end. I consider you a sister still, even if you don't share the sentiment.
A little bit of adjustment from having to figure out where you are versus what time of day it is, especially in Rosona. You gather the evening has come. So the night, after a day of traversing, investigating, conversations and learning, the evening is here.
Should I scry on some people?
For sure. So we should make like a list of all the people we should scry
Scry and
on.
chill?
Yeah.
Good idea.
How many scries do you got?
I got 2 scries.
Nobody else does it?
I can after if I take it.
Like tomorrow you
Tomorrow
can.
I can do
All
it.
right.
I have some stuff I can do today.
Who's on our list? We got the blonde guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got Trent Ickathon.
Yeah, I have a feeling he'd be pretty hard to scry on, but yeah, I could try it.
We got,
The gentleman.
We've got the gentleman.
but we could just talk to him.
Well, yeah, but he could be lying.
And he might not be where he last was.
But we can start by talking to him.
We've got.
We got Astrid.
Yes,
What?
I would be curious. It's probably not going to work, but I would be curious to see. The same with Trent. It would be an experiment with very...
Could you disguise yourself? Could you make yourself look like her so I would know exactly what she looks like?
That's
Yeah.
clever.
We also got...
We're going to try to scry on someone.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know who you would prefer to start with?
No.
Someone that we've seen would probably be the most
I
successful.
could try with Vess.
So I cast Seeming, and I make Beauregard look like Astrid, and I make Ford look like Eardwolf, and I make myself look like Trent Ickathon, and I make Nott look like a tiny Vestarogna, and I make Caduceus look like Marquis Jenna Irresor. Irresor?
Jenna Irisor. Technically, she's a baroness. The Marquis was like a temporary title. but
Okay.
yeah.
Archmage of Industry. Trent is, well, you've seen Trent before, but it's been a while, so that's a refresher.
Didn't do it.
Astrid is roughly Jester's height, but she has a short brown. She looks like she's 17. This is when I saw her last. She's got short brown hair, maybe 4 or 5 inches long. She is slight. She has attractive but like severe features. Eadwulf is taller than Caleb is now, and is fairly muscular, and has a buzzed, shorn head of black hair. Serious look until Ford says something. It looks, and he's got thick black hair on his forearms.
But Vesterogna and Ludinus Daleth, we saw in the proximity of.
We saw them at.
We saw Vesterogna and we saw Ludinus Daleth.
In Ormond House.
Ormond's house we saw, in a
different place.
In Zadash.
But so maybe we should start with those since we've seen them near one of these lucks.
We're looking at some of them right now.
Okay. I'm going to just remember what Astrid looks like.
Astrid?
Well, just so I have it. But I'm going to try to not get bogged down with details in her hairstyle and everything because it's probably changed by now. Yeah. How long ago was this that you knew them again, Caleb?
3, 10, 13. Shit, I've got all this down somewhere. It's a long time ago. I was 16 years old.
Oh, a long time then.
16, 17.
Because you're like super old now, right?
Almost
like
20
really
years.
old.
I'm 33 years old.
Whoa, you're so old.
Purple.
It's fun. Never enough table for
Shut up, Marisha.
Skewing that bell curve.
Last time I saw her, I was 17.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
She was 18.
Okay. Going for those older girls. Okay.
By the way, just as a bit of flair here, everyone is still under seaming, and people may or may not notice Caleb occasionally just staring at seaming Astrid for stretches of time before shaking out of it multiple times.
Okay.
Remember the letter that we sent to Astrid?
Of course I remember the letter that we sent to Astrid, yes.
Well, we told her to send something back to the Pillow Trove.
Send something back? Is that what we did?
She said we told her we'd be staying at the Pillow Trove.
Oh, I mean, it's a hotel. We're not going to stay there forever. Should we check?
Let me send a message to the proprietor of the Pillow Trove.
Okay.
Hello, it's Jester. Lavore. Just wondering if we have any packages there for me or not, the Brave.
What did we sign the letter? It was a legal firm.
Yeah, Nott and Brave Legal.
Lavore.
It's like a lawyer title, a law office.
All right. Madame Luena responds and says, "It appears there is a package present for a Nott and Brave. It is attention to a Lavore.
You've got mail.
Wait, is that good?
No! I mean, not after we know what's going on. Oh my god, we have to tell
So
everybody
an
what we
enemy
did.
sent us like a love letter or something?
I don't know, they responded. Oh my god.
You know, people are complicated. She could be a murderer, but also have a flourishing pen pal love life.
Lisa, what did we say in the letter?
Don't remember. I was very drunk. I was very drunk at the time.
God, you talked me
I think
into
we
it.
said
I don't
something
remember what we
like,
said.
we want to meet Astrid because we have, I think we were, you know what it was?
What?
We have the estate of your uncle and we want to give you some sort of will. You were left something in a will.
That's
and we
the dumbest thing. That's like the stupid.
Apparently it worked.
What if the thing back is like
A human hand.
yeah, like it's poison or something that will explode as soon as we open it.
Could be.
Could be.
I've got Mage Hand, and we'll have Caduceus open it.
How about you just check for traps?
I can do that too.
Yeah.
Always check for traps.
Always check for
I've
traps.
died a lot lately.
I know. How are you feeling about that?
Real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, real bad.
Okay.
All right. How do we tell the others that we need to
We
go
should
there?
just tell them.
You've sort of been yelling the last 20 seconds.
These periods.
Gray, huh? Yeah.
Anyway, we have some intel. We have some intel we need to discuss with you. We might have to just make a quick little swing around the pillow trove.
Hotel.
Yeah.
Remember a while ago I let you know that we had reached out to, oh boy, I can't even remember her name. What was her name?
Something starts with
Asa? Something, I don't...
Astrid.
Oh, yeah, you know what?
I think
It
that
was
was
Astrid. We reached out to Astrid,
We told you about this, you know that.
and apparently she's written back.
Maybe. Or somebody else from the academy.
Interesting.
Yeah, so the package is at the pillow trove.
A package?
Yeah, it's a package.
You reached out to Astrid or someone from
thought that,
the
you know, she was just
Solstice
somebody that Caleb loved and
We
he
thought
wasn't
that it
talking
was
to her.
Academy. Yes.
We thought we were doing Caleb a favor. Turns out we were contacting our enemy.
But we didn't know at the time.
Right. How do you propose to go and collect this package?
I'm sure she's not keeping an eye on the pillow. It's been a long time. Who knows how long this package has been here? Disguise self.
Disguise self.
We'll just go in as somebody else.
You can disguise self.
I can.
Say you're picking
Where'd
it
you
up
go in
on
then?
behalf of the Nott and Brave.
I should go.
What are you talking about, Caleb?
I should go because I cannot be found.
Caleb should go.
Okay.
You can also disguise yourself, correct?
Yeah, I should disguise myself. It's you.
Why me?
Because it's addressed to you.
Packages for you and me. But
Well, that's true. Okay.
I'll give good money if it's from the Cobalt Soul trying to sell you life insurance. I will give really good money if it's just junk mail.
It's actually not a bad deal.
Don't open it though because it could explode with poison.
yeah, just bring it back.
The thought had already occurred to me.
So yeah, let's swing by the pillow trove on the way over to Pumat. Yeah?
We were hoping to elicit your aid to find our friend, but before we do that, we have a side task. Do you mind if I set up shop in the corner for a moment? I have to inspect some things.
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not the Brave.
Yes.
Would you come over here with me?
Yes.
So, in a moment, I'm going to see if there is anything of an arcade nature to worry about, but could you just check for your run-of-the-mill physical traps?
I always check for traps. On the envelope.
Why not?
29.
29.
Plus a D4.
Ooh.
33.
Holy shit.
That envelope is fucking not trapped.
Oh, yeah.
You are so sure.
We're all dead.
Good to go.
Okay, so I turn my back to the Pumats and his setup, put the envelope down on the ground, pull out my spell book, open it up to the correct page, and spend the next 10 minutes ritual casting Detect Magic on it, just in case.
It's a fucking letter.
It's a fucking letter. It's fine.
Yeah, you take 10 minutes, you finish.
It's
It
just
is
10 minutes.
not magical.
Okay.
Rubber gloves.
Burn it just a
What did
minute.
it say? What did it say? What
The
does it
YouTube
say?
unboxing of the letter.
All right, let's read it.
The group sees a little flash. The group.
We have a knife, by the way, if we want to lock the front door, like really lock it.
Oh, good call.
Although it can come through the floor, but
That's
yes.
true.
So my back is to the group, but they see a little, and
Yeah.
Frumpkin walks around and just sits behind me, staring at the group.
Okay.
And I will read this out loud, even though I'm just reading it in my head.
Okay.
To the attention of Mrs. Slavor, Nott and Brave. I have received this letter on behalf of my elder mentors of the Solstice Academy. This is a curious bit of fortune, it would seem. I have not spoken with my uncle for quite some time, and while I am sad to hear of his passing, I am also quite interested to hear about this inheritance and the circumstances surrounding his death. I can be reached at the 31st Woadstone Manor on the northeastern end of the Shimmer Ward of Rexentrum in the Empire.
I want to go there.
I travel often, so should I not be present, present this letter to any present servants and stay within the visitor quarters as our guest. I will return within a day. Astrid.
This is great. We have an invitation to Rexentrum.
Read it out loud.
Yeah, that was just for the benefit of you all and the audience.
What does it say?
Well, your ruse perhaps has worked. Maybe.
Really?
Maybe.
What does it say?
My old friend has said that you could come to meet her at her home in Rexentrum to explain an inheritance.
Oh yeah,
It was very clever.
Yeah, we told her she got a lot of money and stuff.
You can't go there.
Well, yes, we can. If you have a letter inviting us, we'll give us safe passage.
Yes, but there's no inheritance.
She doesn't know that.
We didn't specify what. It could be this jade necklace. Or
It could be
something.
I pull out that hideous mask that I bought. It could be this. It's you don't know.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Her uncle-
Ah, God.
Her uncle's an asshole.
I put the mask on.
That's all she got. She had a good life.
Do I know the Shimmer Ward from Rexentrum?
You do, actually. It's the central portion of the city. It's definitely walled in, surrounds Castle Unkbrock, which is where the...
Say that one more time.
Let me find the map for you.
Unkbrock?
You would have this. Castle, Ungebrock.
Ungebrock.
I'm probably messing up the pronunciation.
Yeah, Ungebrock.
You've been to Rexentrum, so you can have this.
Okay.
But the Shimmer Ward is the central kind of pentagon-like area.
Ungebrock. Yeah.
No, it's
Shimmer Ward is also where the candles are. The candles are the towers of the Cerberus Assembly.
Oh, that's right.
So that would mean that she is well off, doing well in the center of the city.
It would seem that based on the letter, yeah.
And that is nobility, government, assembly. Go ahead.
Actually, you would know this. The address that's given there is a manor that exists on the grounds of Trent Ickathon's tower.
So I recognize the address.
You do. In fact, you're pretty sure all the handful of buildings that exist on that plot are all owned by Trent.
It's like a cult leader.
Or a landlord. What the fuck?
It's just my ankle.
Well,
Yeah, you got two.
you know, my friends, just do me a favor and maybe don't write any more letters to my old school chums, okay?
Not a problem.
You meant well, I know. Thank you.
At the time, I just wanted to get you connected with people in your life.
And she seems so special.
She was.
Does it look like her handwriting?
Yeah.
Does it smell like perfume?
No.
Is there like a, do you like me, check this box sort of a thing?
I don't think that box is here.
Well, that's an option though, if we get to Rexentrum.
So, Pumat.
Potentially.
I mean, we don't know.
Seems like an awful lot of work to prove that we already know that they're lying.
I want to find your friend Astrid.
Why?
Weren't you curious about her?
Maybe.
She did say to meet her.
She gave us her address. We could at least sort of swing by and see if she's home.
She
I
is
mean, that
here.
also feels like a trap, though, right?
that.
No, she doesn't know who we are.
Now Trent already knows we're here. It's not like he's going to like suddenly surprise us when we get to her house or something.
That's true.
Do you want to see her?
I don't want to go over there, a big group of us.
Well, just a couple then? Just to spy a little
Just
bit?
stay outside if you wanted to check in.
Just to make sure you're safe.
You and I could turn invisible. Just look through the window.
I would rather not.
Okay.
You want to send me?
No, I don't want to poke that nest.
All right. Well,